What's up, friends? So, my plans for this evening got canceled. I was planning to go roller skating with my friend Leah. I just bought some roller skates. I have a really bad habit of, and I talk about this in my weekly vlog coming up, but I have a really bad habit of like getting super, super obsessed with a hobby and then getting rid of it like 2 months later. So my current obsessed hobby is roller skating. So let me go ahead and send this link out on Twitter so that people can come join. Live now for some reading sprints. All right, so I'm trying to figure out what I should read. So when I do reading sprints, it's really hard for me to focus on like a specific novel. I did bring in Swan Song of My Era because I really need to read this one. It was sent to me by the author for review, and I was supposed to review it last month, and I have not, so I need to read it this month. And I cannot get into it right now. I don't know why. I think it's like, have you ever read a book that goes into too much detail? Like, let me read this sentence to you guys. I feel like this is just too much detail to really focus on what even is happening. So it says, one glance at the waves of the asymmetric bob cut that I prided myself with chopping and styling to frame my bronze-toned skin, whose dark caramel brown color was fading to reveal its original raven color, was all it took to define me as a single word and to cage everything I am and limit me through one term. That is one sentence. There is way too much detail in that sentence, I personally think. I feel like it could have just been like, I was really proud of my haircut, but I don't know. It just has too much detail, and it's really hard for me to get into. So I brought it over. I'm going to try to get into it because I really do need to review it, but I also brought in some backup. I brought in some manga of The Promised Neverland. If you have ever watched my channel, you know that this is like my favorite manga series. I'm hoping to finish the series this month. I'm on volume 16 currently, so I need to read volume 16 and then volume 17. So hopefully I'll pick those up. But let me know what you guys are reading over in the comment section. I'd love to find out. And thank you to all of you who have joined this impromptu reading sprints. But yeah, so I mean, they are live reading sprints, so let's go ahead and get started on some sprints. I think we shall start with maybe a 15-minute sprint. I think that's a good starting sprint. So I will set my, maybe if I can like, where did my chat go? Hey, John, how's it going? Me, my dad, and the End of the Rainbow. Oh, I haven't heard of that one. All right. Let's read until, let's make it a round number. So we'll do 17 minutes, or 16 minutes, I guess, now. So read until 7:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so we'll go ahead, get that started. I'll go ahead and pin this. And all right, everyone, let's get started on our reading. Okay, it is 7:20. Hello, Victor. Hello, Kelly. Thank you for joining. Let me know how far you guys made it, what you're reading, all that good stuff. I made it to page 21 of Swan Song of My Era. If you just hopped in, I'm reading Swan Song of My Era. It's by Elsie Swain, and it is a book that was sent to me for review by the author. I was really struggling to get into it. I was able to get into it, though, which is good. And I'm going to try to finish this, not like this evening, but by, I'd say, Saturday. I really would like to finish this by Saturday so I can just get it off the docket and keep moving on. I have literally over 300 books on my physical TBR, so I really need to start powering through. I've been doing a lot of audiobooks lately. Hey, Melissa. Hope you're doing well as well. Today, you'll see in my weekly vlog when I get it posted, but I went to the library because I just moved and I finally got my new library card and I picked up some books. I got Normal People, An Absolutely Remarkable Thing, A Trial of Sorcerers by Elise Kova, Root Magic, and there was one more. Oh, The Air Affair. So pretty good little haul, a little different genres going on there. But yeah, so I'm debating if I want to keep reading this. I would like to keep reading it and finish, like I said, by Saturday. But I'm also like really wanting to pick up The Promised Neverland. So debating. Maybe if I make it to a certain point of Swan Song, it'll be like my reward to pick up The Promised Neverland. That's a good idea. As far as audiobooks, I'm currently reading Sweet and Bitter Magic by Adrienne Tooley. If you guys have ever heard that one, it's about two witches. One is she's been cursed to never be able to feel love. And then the other is a source, which means she's like overflowing with magic. And it's a sapphic read, so that's really fun. I'm doing it on audiobook. 100 pages left of Be My Dad and the End of the Rainbow. Nice. So hopefully you can finish that tonight. I mean, we'll do at least 2 more little sprints here. If you read like me at about a minute per page, you'd at least get 30 more pages done this evening. So that'd be a nice little chunk out of your book there. But yeah, let me know what you guys are up to. Any books on your TBR recently, and that kind of thing. In a few weeks, I'm going to Disney, which is super exciting. I will definitely be vlogging that. I'm just waiting for a Labor Day weekend so that I have like a longer weekend. So I'm very excited. And I just started my new job. Lots of stuff going on. But yeah. Let me see. But I'm actually like really sleepy as well. I've been sleeping like poop because I have 3 cats that like to perform WWE style wrestling at 2 a.m. And it's really hard to sleep through that, let me tell you guys. I think I have a video. I don't know if I'll be able to show it like fully on here, but I think it's hilarious. Let me see. So one is 17 years old and the other is a baby. So here are the cats. They just do this in the middle of the night. I happened to capture it and but they do this like all night long and it's so loud. But yeah. Currently deciding what to read since my headphones are dead. I'll probably read the Percy Jackson and the Olympians graphic novel. Which one of the 5? Like, which one would you be on? Are you going to read Six Crimson Cranes? Yes, I actually saw that Fairyloot's going to be doing a like live chat book club-esque thing of Six Crimson Cranes, so I'm going to be planning to pick it up then because I want to chat with people about it. Hope you have a fantastic time in Disneyland. Yes, it's the one in Florida. So there's Disneyland in California and then Disney World in Florida. I mean, fingers crossed. I'm still able to go, obviously, with like the pandemic and stuff. It's ever changing. The rules are ever changing, all that good stuff. I'm not going to be flying. I'm going to be driving. So I'm at least avoiding that kind of thing. And then when I get down there, obviously, lots of people. If I read the graphic novel, it'll be the first one since I've never had that version. Oh, so the Lightning Thief. Nice. I have the graphic novels on my bookshelf right there. So I have Sea of Monsters, Battle of the Labyrinth of the PJO series. But then I also have the Heroes of Olympus series, and I have The Last Hero, The Son of Neptune, and then I have, I don't know if it's the Kane Chronicles, but I have Throne of Fire. So I want to collect the whole set, but gotta go. Oh, thank you, James. I really appreciate that. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. So thank you so much for stopping by. But yeah, so I'm like so scatterbrained, honestly. It's like my hobbies where I just like jump from hobby to hobby. Also, this wall is super blank, but I'm gonna get a bookshelf for back here. I think that would look nice. I just have to decide what book should go behind me for live shows. That's a difficult choice, let me tell you guys. How long will your drive to Disney be? Are you ready for this? I'm going to be driving 16 hours. Yeah. 16 by myself. Because I'm crazy. And I miss Disney that freaking much. Throne of Fire's book 2. Okay, Chronicles. Cool. I've read the like actual novels of Percy Jackson, but I haven't read any of the other series of that world, but I really want to. So, yeah. Good for you. Yeah. Flying right now is a little crazy, not just with like, being sardine packed into a group of people, but also expensive, and also like flights are canceling like crazy. So I would hate to like have a flight booked and then it just cancel when I'm supposed to be heading down. Been to Disneyland Paris, but I feel like the one in America would be better. See, I agree that the one in America is better, but only because there's 4 parks, so there's a lot to do. I've never been to Disneyland in California, but I used to work at Walt Disney World in Florida, so it's literally like my home. I'm going to go visit like some of my old coworkers. I'm going to the Halloween Boo Bash, and I'm going to try to do 4 parks in one day because that's what I used to do when I worked there. Also, I'm going to be doing some recommendations of books based on Disney rides. So I'm going to be doing a video based on that, which is really fun. Yes, I am driving by myself because no one else was available to go with me. But I'm breaking it up into 2 days. I'm not doing like a full day of driving. And I've driven long distances before. My boyfriend and I were long distance for a while, so I would literally like drive several hours every single weekend. So I feel like I've built up a tolerance to long drives. I mean, one time I drove 7 hours just to go see. I mean, this was like, I say one time. I have a really bad habit of like saying, oh, the other day, when it could be like 6 years ago, as opposed to doing like, oh, one time, which sounds like it was 6 years ago, but it was like literally the other day. So 2 weeks ago, I went to see SpongeBob the Musical. for my old professor. He was directing it. And I drove 7 hours to go see that. So, I mean, if I'm willing to do that for an old professor, of course I'm going to drive 16 hours to Disney. Also, only been in Paris. You guys, I'm so jealous. Are you guys from, like, that side of the world? Or did you just happen to only be able to go to Paris? Because that's cool. America has a whole Marvel. Yes. So, not Disney World in Florida, but Disneyland in California has an Avengers campus. And I know they have, like, Spider-Man flying all over. And so totally cool. Reading the Demigod Chronicles is like, okay, I've also not read the Shadowhunter Chronicles, so I'm really behind on, like, really popular series that came out probably when I was in high school-esque. I was super into reading in, like, late elementary. Okay, no, let me rephrase. When I was a little kid until about middle school, I was super into reading. I was the kid that would, like, win all the reading competitions and like, blow out the competition at the library for summer reading contests and all that good stuff. And then high school hit, and I got involved in, like, everything. And when I say everything, I mean I showed up at school for student council at, like, 6:30 a.m. and then did school till 2, and then I had, like, 3 to 4 extracurricular activities happening after. So I would be at school from, like, 6:30 in the morning until, like, 8:30 at night. So I just did not have time to read. Even on the weekends, I was at, like, band competitions, musicals, show choir competitions, cheerleading, various, like, volunteer activities to get in my volunteer hours. I was so involved. And then I was the same way in college. So I really didn't start reading again until 2019, like late 2018, early 2019, after college and when I had more time. So anything that came out from, like, 20, what would have been, like, 2000 and, like, 8-ish on until, like, 2018. So, like, 10-year span, I never really got into that stuff. I will say, like, I got into the Hunger Games and Divergent, so I was super into dystopians, but I didn't get into, like, Twilight or the Shadowhunters or Throne of Glass or any of that stuff. I didn't even read Harry Potter until college. So, yeah, I'm very behind, and I'm trying to catch up on, like, popular fandoms because I really love them, or I have a really bad, like, FOMO habit, so I'm, like, wanting to be involved in conversations and know what's happening. But at the same time, I hear about how the Shadowhunters has, like, incest, and I'm like, do I really want to get into this fandom? So that's why I've been kind of putting it off. America has literally everything. I'm from the UK. I wish I had even half of the things America had. I mean, I would love to visit Europe and Norway and Australia and Greece. I think it's just that condition of, like, the other side, or, like, what is it? What's the phrase? Like, the grass is greener on the other side. So, like, everyone wants to be where they're not. I am very thankful to live in America and to have the opportunities that I do. But I think you guys have really cool stuff too. Really, really jealous as I am in Australia. See, Australia is one place that, like, I would love to visit. It's, like, top of the visit tiers for me. I would say, like, Greece, Norway, and Australia are, like, the top 3 places I want to visit. Moroccan and live in the Netherlands. Been to Disneyland Paris a couple times. Oh, okay. It's quite small. Yeah, I hear about that. Like, how you guys can travel between countries and the time it takes me to just drive across the singular state I live in. And that just boggles my mind. I mean, if you think about it, Alaska is literally half the size of the United States. So to put like sizing in perspective, that's insane. I mean, just driving from like through Georgia, I think is going to take 6 to 7 hours for me. So the fact that you can like travel between countries in like less than a few hours is just mind-boggling to me. Most of my mom's side lives in Australia. Oh, Tokyo. Okay. Also Tokyo, because I've heard Tokyo Disney is like one of the best Disneys of all time because they just do it right. They have an affiliation with another company, so it's not purely just Disney as far as I'm aware. I could be making this up, but I've heard Tokyo Disney is under a little bit different leadership, so it's like co-owned with Disney and another company. So they just do stuff really cool. But you guys, thanks for chatting Disney. I could literally chat about Disney all the time, all day long. But let's do our next reading sprint. So, excuse me, that was a weird hiccup. Let's go until 50. So we'll say read until 7:50. It's about 13 to 14 minutes, depending on when I can get those up. I cannot freaking type. Oh my good golly gosh. Okay. So we're going to read until 7:40 p.m. I'll check in with you guys in about 13-ish minutes. All right. It is now 7:50. Woo! Okay, so we got some people joining. Welcome, the maths debater, Tyler, and Read Now, Sleep Later. Thank you for joining. It's okay that you're late. This was totally impromptu. Hardly any preface or announcement or anything like that. This was not expected at all. I actually had plans this evening with my friend Leah. I have recently taken up roller skating, and she was going to train me how to roller skate this evening. We were going to go every Thursday night, but something came up for her, so we got canceled. And now I'm just doing some reading sprints, because why not? Hi, Katie. Welcome in. Welcome, Karen. Romance books. What about romance books? Do you want some recommendations? Are you reading a romance book? Main character? That's what MC means to me. I miss roller skating. I would roller skate quite a bit when I was younger. I really sucked at it. I'm actually better at ice skating. But I just see TikToks. TikTok is the reason for, I would say, 80% of the hobbies that I pick up and then leave 2 months later. I just hyper focus in on a hobby, buy really expensive things to fulfill that hobby, and then forget about the hobby 2 months later. It's really bad. Only read about a page, but got a lot of laundry started. Hey, adulting, you're killing it. I am going to Disney World. So I think it's spam. What's spam? Oh, romance books. Okay, I caught up. I think I got spam earlier. I hid the person. They were complimenting me in comparison to a tampon. I love the randomness of people. What? Down to under 80 pages left. Nice. Okay, you are killing it, John. You're totally going to finish this book either tonight or tomorrow. I believe in you. I made it to page 37, so I read about 16 pages. I want to go for the 50th anniversary, but I do not enjoy crowds, but my fear of missing out is stronger, which is really bad in a pandemic. But I'm all set, unless, we need to get the booster or any of that stuff going on with the pandemic. But I just don't like to talk about the pandemic. It's not my favorite topic. What are you currently reading? So I have a really bad habit. Also, I have a lot of bad habits, you'll discover. I'm reading several books at the same time. Audiobook, I'm reading Sweet and Bitter Magic by Adrienne Tooley. For the reading sprints, I'm physically reading Swan Song of My Era by Elsie Swain, independent author that sent the book to me for review. It's so far what I'm gathering about the book is that there's a girl who's super into art, and she's going to have some sort of art that kind of defines her art journey and makes everything else not live up to those standards, and trying to live up to the standards of her swan song, per se. I believe is what it's about. I'm trying to push through because I did receive this for review, but I'm not going to lie. I'm struggling with the writing style. It's very descriptive. And the fact, I love descriptive work, but it is so detailed that one sentence could last for a paragraph. I read a sentence at the beginning of the live, if you happen to be there, but she literally talked about her hair for an entire paragraph in this book. The main character just talked about, described her hair for a paragraph. The color, the style, everything. And I love me some detail. I love world building. I love description and descriptive lyrical writing. But when it's run on sentence after run on sentence after run on sentence, it gets a little hard and difficult to read. and pick up on what the plot is mingled within all of that detail, if that makes sense. You really want to take your 3-year-old? Definitely a good time. I used to work at Disney, so I saw like all ages there. I would say like the best time would be when they're about like 6 or 7, because they're gonna have the memories, but they're not too old that they're like too cool for Disney, if that makes sense. And they're still in that age where they're very imaginative and like believe in everything. I mean, I'm 25 and I still believe in everything, but they're really in that like, I love like the characters and the rides and the theming age. So I think that's a really good age. But 3 years old is also good because I think they get in for free if they're 3 or under. So that's always nice. Really jealous. Thank you. I'm crossing my fingers. I still get to go. So you guys, I have the Disney trip September 10th and 11th, and literally 2 weeks later we're going to Hawaii. So this is Disney was a little impromptu. Hawaii's been planned for like over a year now. We were supposed to go last year for Christmas, but it got shut down, so they rescheduled it to this year. And yeah, we've had this scheduled for a while now, and then I just like impromptu really miss Disney, so I bought tickets to go to Disney because I'm crazy. Do you have a comfort go-to genre? I would say it depends on the mood. Fantasy is always such a comforting genre to me, but lately I've been getting really into like adult romance because it's so easy to read. There's no world building. It's just like heart, like lovey, feel good, mushy stuff going on. So I would say like right now, adult romance is like my, like, let me specify by saying like adult romance, like rom-com. So like I just finished the Unhoneymooners and I feel like I can't really get into it, like into other books because I really enjoyed that one. And like fantasy right now, I love fantasy. It's my favorite. Fantasy, sci-fi, dystopian, like that world is my favorite. But as far as like comfort, I would say my comfort right now is just like a relaxing, easy read as far as adult romance. I would definitely recommend the like Emily Henry books. So Beach Read and People We Meet on Vacation. And then Honeymooners was really good. And the Brown Sisters trilogy. I wasn't the biggest fan of Chloe Brown, but Dani Brown is like top tier. Want to read more of Rick Riordan's books. I've also only read the Percy Jackson series. I've been in a reading slump as well, but only like physically reading. Like I'm finding it really hard to physically read. I'm powering through audiobooks like nobody's business. I've been reading like an audiobook a day. But as far as like physically reading, I'm just not into it right now. 48. Hey, that's the best. I'm like kid at heart. That's the best. Love that. 2 days at Disney. No, I used to work at the parks. So I used to like live there and do everything all the time. So the plan is Friday night, I'm going to do Boo Bash at Magic Kingdom. I can get in at about 7 with the Boo Bash tickets. So I'm going to do as much at Magic Kingdom as I can that evening. And then Saturday, I'm going like park open, 2 park close. I have the park hopper and I'm aiming for 4 parks in one day. I don't know if I'll be able to do that because a lot of the park hopping right now with the pandemic is based on like park capacity. So I don't know if I'll be able to with like Boo Bash and Labor Day and all that good stuff going on. So I do have a reservation for Animal Kingdom. That's like my main park. It's where I worked in my first internship. I've done 2 internships there. But Animal Kingdom is like my home park. So I definitely need to hit up there because I was at Disney in February. February of this year, and we did Hollywood Studios and Magic Kingdom. So I've done those this year. So I'd like to hit all 4 parks, but if not, I at least want to hit Animal Kingdom and Epcot, which are the 2 parks I have not yet hit this year. And then I'm planning, you guys, I'm crazy. I'm planning another visit to Disney in December because I can't not be there. I miss it so much. Like when I booked the park tickets, I started crying because I was so excited. Sucker for Regency. Oh, I've like, if you have recommendations for Regency romance, I think I'm with you there. I just picked up, because that would be like royalty, like the Duke and I just picked up Bringing Down the Duchess, or Bringing Down the Duke, I think it is. And then I just picked up The Air Affair at my local library. I think that's where you're at with that. If I'm wrong, just call me out. It's fine. But as far, like, I'm so into royalty romance right now, so if you have recommendations, please let me know. I have the Unhoneymooners for my library, but I haven't picked it up yet. Go pick it up. It's so good. It starts off really slow. My favorite thing about it is that it's such an unrealistic plot. Like, there's no way this would happen, that it's, like, funny. Have you read Tessa Bailey's new book, It Happened One Summer? No, but I do want to read her, like, Tools of Engagement series, because that sounds so cute, and I definitely want to pick that one up as well. I haven't read any Tessa Bailey books. Oh, you reviewed it on your channel? Okay, I'll have to go check that out. Let me I'm going to pull you up in another tab so I remember, because my memory is like a goldfish, I swear. Is it your recent reads? Is that the review? I'm looking. I don't see like a specific book review of that book, but I see it in your recent reads number 7. Trying to like catch up to where I am. Would love to go to Hawaii. Yes, I've never been to Hawaii. Very excited. Do any of your book or libraries have playaways? I don't know. I literally today just signed up for my library up here because I just moved, and I literally just got my library card today and my new city. So I was kind of walking around seeing what they have, but I haven't like looked at every single thing, or I don't know everything they have right now. I do know they have a lot of book clubs, which I'm very excited for. Speaking of book clubs, if you guys are interested, I have a book club, and I can post the link to the Facebook group in the comment section here. Let me do that really quick. If you're interested in joining our book of the month, this month is Ace of Spades. We have a Zoom meeting every last Tuesday of the month. So I believe, the 31st will be our book club evening. We're reading Ace of Spades. Let me pull up the Facebook group here, where we like decide on the book of the month, and we chat about like different things. Like, because Ace of Spades is set in high school, I was asking everyone their favorite subject. It's brand new. This will be our 3rd month. So definitely join us. We're growing. And the best part is, if you join the book club and you show up to a meeting, you get a ton of really cool opportunities. So the book, I'm in collaboration with a local bookstore. Well, a bookstore close to where I used to live. They're family friends. So they are offering, if you attend the meeting, you're entered for a $25 gift card, an advanced reader's copy of book, like YA, fantasy, sci-fi, contemporary books. And then you're guaranteed $5 off the next book club book and 15% off any other books you happen to purchase. So awesome deals. Please come join us. I'd love to have you guys there. Next month, we're currently voting on next month, but right now it looks like The Beautiful, looks like The Beautiful is winning right now by Renee Adier. I don't know how to pronounce that. Okay. Are you going to vlog any? Oh, yes, I am going to vlog. Heck yes, I am going to vlog. You know it. I'm so excited. I really want to turn this channel into a story channel, if that makes sense. So anything to do with stories. So Disney tells stories. So anything to do with Disney, Marvel, movies, books, anything mythical. Mythical Megan. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna vlog Disney and Hawaii for sure. Did you see Jungle Cruise? No. Okay, so my friend Nicole and I said we would watch it together, and our schedules have not been aligning recently. I'm hoping we'll be able to catch up sometime this weekend and watch it together. I freaking love comedies, particularly comedies with The Rock or Kevin Hart or those type of comedians in it. So Jumanji, the new Jumanjis are top notch for me. I freaking love comedies, rom-coms. My favorite movies are all like Legally Blonde, The Princess Diaries. I just recently watched How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, and I was cracking up at that. I love that movie. I'm blanking on movies I like. I like 50 First Dates. I love the new Jumanjis. I do like the old Jumanji as well. Anything with Robin Williams in it is also top tier. You just requested to join. Ooh. Let me see. I'll have to check later. I'm not getting the notification yet. But yeah, I love comedies. So definitely want to watch Jungle Cruise as soon as possible because I just know it's going to be funny. You're correct. Never a Mistress and No Longer a Maid by Maureen Driscoll. Okay, I'm going to write those down. Write those down. Okay. Never a Mistress, No Longer a Maid by Maureen Driscoll. I don't know why I was singing that. Maureen Driscoll. I'm slap happy. It's fine. Congrats on the library card. I love libraries. Oh, you work in one? That's so exciting. And Tyler, I'm pretty sure you're the one that said you're from Pennsylvania. I'm in Ohio. We're neighbors. Yay. Hello, Charles. Welcome in. Oh my gosh. 3 people asked to join. Thank you guys for joining. I'm not getting the notifications for whatever reason right now, but I will definitely accept you guys as soon as I get the requests to join. I don't know what's happening. If for whatever reason it's tomorrow and you haven't heard from me, oh wait, here we go. All right, I'm approving you all. There, they came through. I was oh no, they're not working. I approved you all. Thanks for joining. Happy you're joining. Ace of Shades has been on your TBR. Nice. It was on my TBR for a while too. Excuse me. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. I had a little coughing fit for a second, but also I wanted to introduce you to Domino. Look at him. He's my little 17-year-old kitty. He just had an UTI last week, and we thought it was his time, so I got really scared for a second. So I'm glad he's doing better. Oh, listen to that purr. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I don't think the microphone can pick it up. But I'm trying to give him as much love as possible because, again, he's like 17. And I heard him like pawing at the door. So I had to grab him. Hello. How are you, little grandpa? We have 3 cats. So we have Domino here. And then we have a like 8 or 9-year-old cat named Miko, who, when Anthony is not around, adores me, but when he is around, she pretends I don't exist. Because she like can't let Anthony know that she also likes me. And then we also have the little baby Sherman. So Sherman and Domino are the ones that like WWE wrestle. It's really fun. If you have checked out the Artemis Fowl series, I have not yet. Oh, Chris Taylor? Is that the Chris Taylor I know in real life? Chris? I don't know. Are you the one I went to college with, Chris? Hey, Chris! Okay, how you doing? I didn't know you followed me. What? That's awesome. How are you? How's it going? Nice to see you. Hey, state neighbors. I'm from Indiana and Ohio. Do you like... How does that work? Are you like originally from one and moved to the other? Or do you actually like travel between the two? Interesting. You follow me on 2 channels? Thank you. I did have a Disney channel for a hot second. I don't know if it was that one or if it was Meg's Meadow for the Twitch. I stopped twitching. Oh gosh. I stopped doing Twitch. It just felt like a lot. I did have a Twitch account, and I did like cozy gaming, like Stardew and that kind of thing, but I just got really overwhelmed and was doing too much and just wanted to focus on one thing, and books were my passion, so they're where I landed. But yeah. I'm like out of breath from standing up, walking, and then walking back and getting excited and talking too fast because I'm horribly out of shape. It's fine. Also, if you guys have recommendations for manga, I'm almost done with The Promised Neverland, and then I'm picking up Sailor Moon, but I don't know what to pick up from there. I've gotten recommendations for like Full Metal Alchemist and Demon Slayer, I think was one. One Punch Man, I think was one. But if you guys have recommendations, so far I've really liked Orange, Our in High School Host Club, and oh my gosh, why am I blanking? Oh, Fruits Basket. Yeah. So those were my favorite until I picked up The Promised Neverland, and then I was obsessed with The Promised Neverland. So if you have recommendations similar-esque to The Promised Neverland, let me know. 2 YouTube. Oh, you have 2 YouTube accounts, one for college and one personal. Oh, Bleach is pretty cool. Okay, I will add that to the list. But thank you for following me on 2 accounts. Love that. I appreciate you. All right. So we are officially at 8:14. I think it's time for another reading sprint. What do you guys think? I should probably unpin the last one. Yeah, I'm going to try to keep reading Swan Song. There's, if I can find the end, there's 402 pages. So I'd like to at least make it to page 200 this evening. I am currently at 37. So we got a ways to go. But yeah. I mean, even 100 pages would be cool. There's no... As I'm flipping through here, I'm realizing there's not really chapters. I don't like that. Oh, wait. I just found a chapter heading for chapter 2. Chapter 2. at page 83. What? An 82-page chapter? Yikes. My dad was born in Ohio, and my mom's born in Indiana. I was born in Ohio. Okay. Yes, divorce will do that. My dad had a daughter before me, and then her mom and my dad divorced, and then he married my mom. So I have a half sister, but that's really my only experience with divorce, thankfully. So, thank you for chatting, Tyler. Definitely. For any of you, I will say that to any of you who joined the book club. But if you have like anything you want to talk about, please feel free to chat in there. You don't have to wait for like me to post. I'd love for anyone to post in there about like what they're currently reading or anything, honestly. I want that to be like a thriving book community. So feel free to post literally anything book related in there. Minus the pandemic keeping us apart. Yep, that the pandemic will do that, unfortunately. Yeah, I sheltered in place for the entire duration of the like Ohio shelter in place law last year of 2020. So I didn't even see my boyfriend for months. And that was really hard because we've been long distance for 3 years. So I'm really thankful that I am living up here now and get to see him every day. So that's nice. All right, let's go ahead and do our, I think this will be the final reading sprint, depending on how I'm feeling. We'll do another 15 because that seems to be a good amount of time to get some reading in. So it's currently 8:17. Let's go until 22. I think 22. Read until, I'm going to say 23 because I feel like it's going to change before I can get this up. Because I can't freaking type when people are watching. It's a great time. Actually, you know what? It hasn't changed yet. Watch it change as soon as yep, that one. 30. Thank you. I know math. Oh, thank you, Tyler. Read until 33. Ignore me. We're not reading for 5 minutes. We're reading for 15. Read until 7:33. Okay, see you guys in 15 minutes. Okay. 8:33 or wait, did I put 7:33? Oh my gosh. I'm all over the place. 8:33. We're killing it. I think it's about time to go to bed. I made it to page 53 from, I believe it was 37. Also, John, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. But yeah, so that was kind of the reading sprints for the evening. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys like doing these, I might do them Tuesdays. Thursdays is going to be roller skating. But if you like this, let me know. We can do this like every Tuesday. That'd be kind of fun. If this good time is good for everyone, I can make this work. So thank you all for joining this evening, and stay tuned. Sometime in the next like day or two, I'm going to be posting our Disney vlog from February because I'm super behind. I promise the Disney vlogs from when I go in September will be getting up like around the same time I go. But again, thank you all for joining this evening. I'll see you, I guess, next Tuesday. I think this is fun, and see you then. Bye, everyone.